What do you think were your biggest frustrations? What was the biggest problems that you were dealing with?
Fear, fear of being in pain, fear when I would go to bed in pain, fear of not being able to get up and be with my kids. I'm going to go cry already. Just an overwhelming sense of not knowing, really, basically. And it's a hard way to live.
Hey everybody, I'm Maggie UMD, functional and holistic medicine physician. Today we are interviewing Elizabeth. She's been struggling with ankylosing spondylitis for over 6 years with severe level of pain, fatigue, brain fog, irritability that was severely impacting her life. And she works in healthcare. I'm Maggie UMD. I'm a functional and holistic medicine physician and the owner of Transform Autoimmune. I would love for you guys to join us in today's interview because Elizabeth really goes through what was the most impactful thing where by week 5, she was able to get her 10 out of 10 level pain to 0. And it wasn't just a fluke because this is now 4 months later and her pain continues to get less and less and less. And now she's, well, I'll let you decide. Why don't you take a look and see what all her other outcomes are and how she got there. Enjoy her interview. So Elizabeth, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Valderas. I'm 36. I'm from Mission, Texas, and I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis about 6 years ago.
Okay, so 6 years is a long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, you just recently graduated from our program. So my question for you was, when you, at the time, right before you joined our program, which is about 6 years into having AS, what do you think were your biggest frustrations? What was the biggest problems that you were dealing with?
Fear of being in pain, fear when I would go to bed in pain, fear of not being able to get up and be with my kids. I'm going to go cry already. Just an overwhelming sense of not knowing, really, basically. And it's a hard way to live. My mindset would go to panic every time I felt something in my leg or in my back. It would just kind of blow up in my mind, like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be bedridden. Just also because I had experienced so many flares that I would end up in bed.
So 6 years of struggle with it. I'm sure you were seeing plenty of doctors.
Yes.
What was missing?
The information, all this information that's backed up by science and data. And in my heart, I knew, something's got to be different. I mean, everybody that is ill, I would read online, I have this autoimmune, but this is my diet. I changed it and I'm doing better. I'm like, well, if them, why not me? Like, let me try to do it. So when I first started the program, that's what was missing. It was all the information that I needed that I knew I didn't have, and I knew that was out there.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. You just said that you felt like you needed more information, but you can Google tons of information.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's not more information that you needed, what was it that you really needed?
The right information for
that
me.
Applied to you personally.
Me personally, yes.
I love that. Yes. Well, and people out there dealing with autoimmunity are like, what the hell do you mean by that? I got labs with my doctors.
Yeah. No,
what are you talking about?
I would go see a doctor and they would give me information and I would come home and I would try to apply that information to my life, and it just was not working. It wasn't working. And I knew, like I said, I knew there was something missing. I didn't know it.
So you're 4 months out from finishing our program. A lot of people think about, is this sustainable? Does it continue to improve? Because I tell people that, our program is a 2-month program, but it's a launch pad to a year of autoimmune turnaround, right? So my question is, you're really fairly shortly out, you're 4 months out from our program. What are some results that you have now? What are some of your results?
I'm not in pain. That's the biggest result. I want to say 4, maybe 5 weeks into the program, I could feel myself getting better, thinking clearer, going throughout the day without so much brain fog. And just, I mean, for me, it was more physical pain. And that has been zero, you know?
Okay, what you just said is freaking miracle in the world
It
of
is.
AS.
It is.
What you said is heresy in the world of AS treatment.
I know.
Because who the hell can say that they have AS for 6 years with like 10 out of 10 pain that was debilitating and putting the fear of God in them, that just 5 weeks into a program, that
Yeah.
suddenly your pain is zero?
Yes. And I think my mindset also changed because my physical body was changing. And so
Yes.
it was feeding into, okay, I'm going to believe that I can get better because all these other people are getting better. So what's the difference? Well, I'm so special, I'm not going to get better? No.
Well, are you super
And
special? Are you
I
super
am.
special that you
I
guys
am.
got, that you got these results? Are you
Yeah.
getting results that are bigger than everybody else in the program? Are you the superstar?
Yes. I feel that way every day. Every day I wake up, I feel that way without pain. The community is huge.
Mm.
You don't feel like you're alone. You know, we share, and you can see other people's success, and that feeds into me too. Me too. I'm gonna do it too, and I can also. We have to learn how to take control of what we want and what we need, and I think that program has given us that confidence as well.
Yeah,
Even being a healthcare professional, it has given me the confidence in saying, you know what, now I know what I need. Now I know what my body needs. And so if Dr. A is not going to write me the,
I'm gonna be
prescription
like,
labs,
next.
yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Next.
I'm going to
That's
go
what I'm.
somewhere.
You're not stop going up and hugging rocks and hoping they hug you back. If you had to list one thing that was, because people are like, oh, this is so miraculous. It's not. Give me one or two things that you found was extremely profoundly helpful in this program that was a turning point for you.
Food map, my food mapping.
Mapping.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I always felt that there was a connection between what I was eating and my inflammation, the response in my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I had said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go gluten free. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I did it for a little while, but I didn't see the results because I didn't have the right information. So with this program, I have it in front of me.
Your
I
data.
know what I shouldn't be eating, because everybody says, even my family, oh, but you can eat it. Yeah, I can eat it, but now I have a choice. I have control over that mindset of, oh my goodness, if I eat this, I might be all panicky and in fear if I'm going to be in pain. So you know what? I'm not going to eat it. It's been fantastic to know how my body reacts to food.
How has it been over the past 4 months since you ended the program? What's your progress been like?
My progress has been just better. I'm sleeping better. I'm eating healthier. I still want to get to the point where I'm exercising the way that I used to, because prior to my diagnosis, I was thinner because I would exercise more.
Yeah, when you're in pain, you have trouble moving.
Yeah. So of course I've gained a lot of weight, but that's the next step.
All right. What's your favorite thing about working with me?
The clarity of information, the amount of education, and the sense of community. The sense of community that, right now it's myself and you, but I know that you are very well interacted with so many people.
What's something that you can do now effortlessly that 6 months ago you thought was impossible?
Sit for long car drives, sit in my office for longer periods of time. Even just something as simple as bending over and putting on my shoes, bending over to pick something up from the floor that my kids didn't pick up. Cleaning, something as simple as standing in front of my sink and washing dishes. Everything.
Well, tell me one thing that's changed about your relationships with anyone.
You're walking on eggshells, or my kids would be walking on eggshells. I got that sense from them. They didn't want to make me mad because I was in pain. And when you're in pain, you react differently.
Irritably.
Yeah, yes. And so I think that has changed. I think our small family trips they've gotten better, and I've been able to share with them more. I've been able to be with them more. I've been able to do more with them. The saddest part is, all that time that was lost because I was in pain,
I do know, but you know what's cool? Within 5 weeks of being in the program, your pain went to.
Yeah, that's amazing. It really truly is amazing. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful, and it's been awesome.
I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. One or two more questions. One last question is, why did you almost not join this program?
It's funny because I never, ever almost did not join this program.
Okay.
Ever.
Really?
Yeah. There was never a doubt in my mind that this could possibly not work. Maybe I thought, like, maybe not to the extent that it's worked for me. Maybe I thought, like, it might not work so great for me, but I'm willing.
You saw Pam's interview and it looked pretty miraculous. And
yes.
And how does your progress compare to hers?
It's just up there.
I know.
Up there with hers.
This is a system that's reproducible, doable, reproducible, and it's real people with real results.
Yes.
If someone was looking right now to figure out they should click the button to watch our training, what would you say to them right now?
Click it. What are you going to lose? Absolutely nothing. The results are amazing. The community support is amazing. The friends you make in this program is amazing. Dr. Maggie's amazing. Everything about it. Everything about it. I would never discourage anybody that is in pain or that is in fear of not wanting more information for themselves.
Hey, I hope you guys love that interview as much as I did. I love the fact that Elizabeth really points out the fact that I think the most important powerful way with which we influence our families is as an example or as a warning. And like I said, I've been a warning before, but we have a choice. How do you become an example and a leader in your family? Well, Elizabeth did it. And she pointed out that food mapping was huge and a game changer for her because it provided the exact data she needed to have a dead simple strategy and confidence to be able to actually move forward, not only in her food choices, but in her vitamin choices, doctor choices, and in all the activities that she's able to do with her family now. So that was lovely. Thank you. And if you want to learn more about Transform Autoimmune, how Elizabeth did this, you can go to drmaggieu.com. And I also invite you to join our Facebook group. At the time of this recording, we're at 36,000 members strong. And in there are tons of bonus resources and videos and trainings. And the name of the group is called Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. I'll see you guys in the group. And thank you for joining us tonight.